We're going to find out where Somourian Wingo is committing a bit later today. We're going to watch him right now as a recruit. You guys let me know how he fits Miami's offense, South Carolina's offense, wherever he ends up committing, or even if you just want to drop an emoji of where he commits, show your support. Feel free to do that. 6'2", 180, St. Augustine in Florida. I really like this dude's frame. Typically, when you hear 180 at 6'2", you're going to kind of think, okay, probably could add some weight, some size, but I really think this kid's I don't know if he's a weight room guy or what, but he just has a very, very, very wide frame. I really trust him holding up against hits at the next level, and that's kind of the first thing that you look for when you're watching a high school receiver, at least me. With some of the smaller kids, you certainly worry about them staying healthy. Not a concern with this dude. So what do I think he brings? To me, his best trait is him stretching the field. We don't have 100-meter time. We have 400-meter times, and I'm not at the point where I can really interpret what a 400-meter time is and how that translates to football. But at the same time, 400 meters not really realistic to be running that on a football field. I don't even know if a football field is 400 meters. It's not. So what does he do? I think the long speed's really good, and I think this ball adjustments. This is 2 plays in a row where we see just rare hand-eye coordination, body contortion. At 6'2", you're also giving a plus frame. I think that's him stretching the field is his best ability, and then we start getting into some of the route running stuff, and that's where we start talking about him as a complete receiver. But I think early on in the tape, you'll see a lot of him just going deep and then just making great adjustments to the ball and really using every inch of the 6'2" frame. So ball skills are great. I think the long speed is really good also. At 6'2", he's at a size where we're going to like him physically against the majority of corners he's going to face up against, but he's also not at a height where it's going to really inhibit his route running or his short area quickness or anything like that. So I think you'll see a lot of these releases. I'm not a big fan of. This is a coaching point, but you can see he's definitely got some change of direction ability to him, and that shows up in the route running. Don't see a whole lot of rack ability in this film, but a lot of it's just because he already has the ball in the end zone or 40 yards down the field when he catches it. This is using every inch of 6'2" right here. This was a hell of a throw from the quarterback. It's just an RPO here, and he drops this one in the bucket. Don't know who the St. Augustine quarterback is, but trying to think any other points to bring up, but I think I pretty much hit everything I wanted to mention after watching the highlight one time through. Early in the tape, you don't see a lot of route running. A lot of it's just him running vertically, but when you start getting a bit deeper into it and you start seeing him run some shorter stuff, some double moves, it looks really good. So any route running issues you'd have are just because of what he was asked to do in high school, and we're not holding that against any kid. He's not the one calling the plays. I think this is like the one screen I really remember on this tape. But upside as a rack receiver also, at his frame 6'2", like a lot of times we're talking about these guys as almost like running backs once they get the ball in the hand. You don't see that a whole lot on this tape, but like I said before, a lot of it's just because he's running a lot of verticals. I think this is a guy that would very, very much has the upside to grow into a 3-phase receiver. We talk about 3 phases being before the ball, at the ball, and then after the ball, right? How is he as a route runner? How is he as at the catch point? And then how is he with the ball in his hand? And I think right now you're getting a receiver that's pretty good before the ball, very good at the ball, and then I think the upside is him kind of rounding out that 3rd phase. But you definitely see some flashes. We're talking about the 6'2" showing up before. This isn't 6'2" showing up. This is that wide frame I was talking about. Not a running back frame, but certainly filled out. You know, this is him just being stronger than other dudes in high school. So really like that aspect also. Just don't see it a whole lot in the high school film, and I think that's something that you're going to see a lot in college that you didn't see in high school with him. So you guys let me know what you think about him. What I would really appreciate if somebody could send a phonetic pronunciation of his name, because I'm afraid I'm botching it. Somourian. I'm not exactly sure, but he said Showtime, like at the beginning of his highlight tape. It said Showtime Wingo. I think I'm just gonna call him Showtime. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think about him. Anybody else in this 26 class you want me to watch? I'm also filling out my 27 board now, so anybody in this 2027 class you want me to watch, I'll add them to my board. And thanks for watching.